Is that what you do? Is that your boy?
But it's market price, yeah, that's what's the most expensive.
Considering what Jeff revealed, that was pretty f***ed up on him.
Yo, what's good, man? You are now back, RTTV, baby.
Yeah.
And if it's your first time here, definitely will be your last. Make sure you kill, murder, and smash that subscribe button, man. And welcome to RTTV, where we react to everything.
Everything.
And on the last episode of the community, man, we had custody law, man. We see Chang, Shirley, Andre.
Yo.
They having problems, man. They gonna have a baby. Like, are you gonna be around? They got this man in jail. Like,
dysfunctional family.
It's real dysfunctional right now, man. But from the beginning, I knew it was gonna be a hard situation. I knew that was gonna be something that like everybody gonna have an issue with. It's gonna be a problem.
That's why it wouldn't be you, right?
It's why it wouldn't be me. Couldn't be me. You know what I'm saying?
Evan, of course.
You know what I'm saying? I had to step.
Mr. Manosphere.
No, that's not it. I just gotta step. You know what I'm saying? Certain things you just can't stand for. I can't do it. But man, let's get into this next episode, man. Season 2, episode 18, Critical Film Studies.
It was my friend Abed's birthday. I had met Abed at community college almost 2 years earlier. His obsession with pop culture had always alienated him. He'd quote movies, pretend his life was a TV show. He watched Cougar Town. It was as if he didn't want people to like him. Then this year, around Christmas, he had some kind of, I don't know, mental episode.
No.
Like people were made of clay, stuff like that.
They did there?
He seemed okay since, but when I asked him if he'd like to do anything
from
for
the
his
Christmas
birthday,
episode.
he told me we should have dinner, just he and I, for an important conversation. It made me nervous.
Jeffrey.
Buddy?
Bro, like Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, I'm about to say, let's go with that card again. Need one size less.
I like your sweater. Did it come with a golden retriever?
Right?
You look good too.
This is a film. This episode is another film that Abed created.
Abed was
studies,
being
bro.
weird. And by that I mean, he
the
wasn't
narration.
being weird. He was hugging, smiling, making eye contact, and in 30 seconds, he hadn't made a reference to anything.
Boy, is this menu stuffy. I don't know about you, but I'd rather have a nice...
Yet des salmon to start, I think, and ooh, the squab. Very
What's wrong with him?
They don't have quail.
Good to know.
Salad.
Excellent choice.
Yeah, I nailed it.
Yeah, nailed it.
You forgot this in the bar.
Ah, so I did. I'm sorry. What a thoughtful gift, Jeff. I really was a man of singular taste.
Was? Abed, what's going on? I mean, why are you dressed like Mr. Rogers and talking
Exactly.
about Frasier? What happened to you?
One morning, I think it was maybe early March, I got this Facebook message. A very nice message from the people who make Cougar Town.
Looking for work?
No, thanking me, Jeff. You know, for all the support I generated for the show.
Yeah.
And in the last paragraph,
It's crazy
they
how
said,
good of
"If
an
you
actor he is,
want,
because he sounds
you can
completely
come to
different.
set." Just like that.
Well, that's cool of them. I guess that kind of makes them the
He's killing this.
Pulp Fictions of people. Man, how great was that movie?
Yeah. So I sold a few of my action figures, and I bought a round-trip ticket to Los Angeles.
Wait, what? You
Oh, he
went?
pulled up to LA?
Over spring break. What could I do? 2 days after I got that invitation, I was on the set of Cougar Town, Jeff. You know, I'm talking to the director, and he says, "Why don't you jump to the background?" I say, "Nah, wait a minute. Jump to the background of what exactly?"
Wait
He
a
says,
minute.
"Jump to the background of the scene. Walk through it. Walk through Cougar Town."
You know how long I've been wanting to go to Cougar
before I
Town?
can react, this girl takes me by the hand and she stands me behind this patio where
different
Courtney
Cougar
Cox
Town,
and the
bro.
actors are doing their scene.
That's what you
and
said.
the girl says, "Now, when you hear action, I want you to walk from here to there." Right? That's when I really started to panic, Jeff, because if I'm the person that watches Cougar Town, how can I be in Cougar Town? So before I take my first step, I realize that I have to stop being someone who's ever seen this show and become a character on the show. Become a man
That's what he
from
is.
Cougar Town. You know, someone born there, someone whose name I decide is Chad. And I take my first
Yeah,
step
you're right.
as a
That's
child.
feel
what
me?
he's playing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Exactly. This ain't a bed. This is Chad right here. We ain't
That's what
talking
actors
bleach.
actually
I
do.
start remembering things from Chad's life, like, well, his first kiss under the big tree at Cougar Town Field, playing soccer at Cougar Town Junior High. Chad had lived, Jeff. You know, Chad had lived more than Abed.
Oh, damn, this is deep, bro.
That's kind of sad.
And then they called cut.
He is a great actor.
And the scene was over, but I wasn't ready to stop being Chad, so I said to the director, can we have one more take? But they were already moving on. Courtney had nailed it.
Damn.
My lips started trembling. My hands and my feet went numb. My knees buckled. And as I fell to the floor, I pooped my pants. The point is, I'd been a fool.
Nah, everybody poops their pants.
No. I was a fool long before that. You know, I look back at my life and I think, who was that? Why did he care so much about so many things that didn't matter?
Yeah, who needs Cougar Town?
Who needs any pop culture whatsoever? TV, movies, to hell with all of it. You know what I was, Jeff? I was that wallet. On the
Damn.
surface, a reference to some cinematic drivel, but on the inside, empty.
But you love Tarantino.
No, not anymore. That's why I wanted to have this dinner with you. This is the first birthday of my new life.
Here's as real as I get under the circumstances. It's nice that you've learned to dial back your love of TV. But I'd really like you to come have a milkshake with me. But before you do, I'd like you to remember how much you enjoy Pulp Fiction. That's as far as I can go without defeating the purpose, really. Tilting the bean can here.
Pulp Fiction, milkshakes, bean cans. Listen to how we talk to each other. We're like robots, exchanging catchphrases and references.
You think pointing that out counts as a real conversation? 9 out of 10 lies occur 6 inches away from the bathroom mirror. We do most of our lying alone.
How's it even possible to lie when you're alone?
You can call a phone sex line. That's lying to yourself.
No, that's just being honest with a stranger about being lonely.
What if you're dishonest about why you're lonely? What if you're a good-looking guy who calls a phone sex line and tells them he weighs 400 pounds
Is
just
that
so
what
he
you
can
do?
hear a woman say she's a
Is that your boy?
I don't believe that happens.
Wrong. That's me. I did that last week.
He did that Yo, he tries different things, bro. What the
Because
hell?
I'm scared that if I were overweight, that no one would like me. No,
This is a
that's
crazy
girl's
ass birthday,
costume.
bro.
And my mom said, it's fine. Indian boys have long hair and braids too. There was only 45 minutes left to trick or treat, so what can I do?
The hell is he talking about?
Somebody
Jeff
have to wear a
Put
female
the damn
costume.
thing on, and I went door to door. And everyone was going, oh, what a
think he's
pretty
faking
little
it, though.
girl. And by the third house, I stopped correcting them. I was just glad they thought I was pretty.
I used to wear his blouse.
is
Yeah,
incredible.
bro. Those are the blows.
I mean, to be able to talk this openly. I mean, why can't people be like this?
No, you're
What's
right. He
wrong
must
with
be doing this
world?
on purpose just to make ABED not really want to get a full, real
What
conversation.
the hell?
I'm sorry, so you're ending early? Because in My Dinner with Andre, the waiter brings you
Oh, so it's supposed to be. My
That's
Dinner
what,
with
that is a
Andre.
movie intro,
Yeah.
reference.
Oh.
ABED. What's My Dinner with Andre?
It's just a movie about
I don't know
two
why.
guys talking at a restaurant.
So, this wasn't a real conversation. You were doing another movie?
A movie about a real conversation.
Did you poop your pants on the set of Cougar Town?
That shouldn't matter.
This is why we don't hang out.
Oh, no juice.
Considering what Jeff revealed, that was pretty fucked up what ABED did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, that was
I'll
fucked
give you
up.
$1,200 for the damages if you promise to give Britta her job back. It's $800 and she stays fired. Deal.
What?
I'm confused.
He was trying to get the money back. He's trying to get some money back. It really wasn't about Britta. It was about just getting some...
And he told me about the briefcase. Thank you.
What a waste.
You're mad at me.
I spent a week planning a party just to make you happy. And then I bailed on the party and ruined it. Again, just to make you happy. Then it turns out while I was wasting my time trying to make you happy, you were making yourself happy all over everyone else by doing yet another stupid movie spoof.
That's a fact.
It wasn't about making me happy. I chose My Dinner with Andre because it's about a guy who has an unexpectedly enjoyable evening with a weird friend he's been avoiding lately.
You think I've been avoiding you?
You and I hung out more last year. It makes sense. Everyone else is growing and changing all the time, and that's not really my jam. Because nobody paid for dinner at the restaurant. I do not have this kind of money.
Bro, they let you leave the restaurant with the check.
Yeah. Yeah, I
went
noticed
back to
that
Vietnam.
before.
The restaurant was closed.
Surprise.
It was Abed's idea. The group had stayed behind to salvage the party.
That's how she danced in the movie too,
The
right?
waiter felt bad for spilling the beans about Abed's homage, so he let us stay. But I doubt I'll ever forget my dinner with Andre, dinner with Abed.
Dinner with Andre, dinner with Abed.
Nah, yeah, my boy a bad, bro. His character be going over people's heads, B.
Yeah.
Abed, please.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
They said market price. What market are you shopping at?
Yo. When it's market price, yo, that's what is the most expensive.
I'm going to run.
They don't even want to tell you what the price is.
Yeah, yes, you know, bro.
I'm going to run. Me too.
But anytime, yo, certain restaurants, you try to get some lobster, so you better talk to the chef about how much that costs. We can't even put it on the menu, my boy.
Excuse me, before I order this, what's it looking like? Okay.
It's a corn.
You think he's a con? I think he's one of the more intricate characters in TV history. I feel like he's
better than Ted Mosby. You're right.
He's better than Ted. I feel like he's more complex.
Yes.
Nah, he's the best character on this show.
Yeah.
He has the most. Nah, he is. He has the most unique interactions, more than any character on the show. Even the interaction that he had with the Secret Service agent, that relationship, that was interesting. And like even how even his acting skills are just phenomenal, because the way he was even able to switch up his role and just switch up the way he acts, and then have you even think that he was just going through a crisis because he went on a movie set and he just didn't want to stop playing the role, was absolutely genius.
Yeah, this team, I mean, this group reminds me of the Pacers. It's like they all just individually have their moments. But I can't really say one over, like, there's sometimes Jeff got it, there's sometimes Abed got it, there's sometimes Charles Gambino got it. But there's like, and then even Pierce, there's sometimes Pierce got it. So for me, I'll say they're the top four that keep it active for me.
Yeah, I think they're all really great characters. I think Abed's character is just one of the most self-aware characters I've ever seen in television. He's so aware of who he is. Like, we see like everybody else in this community, I feel like they're still searching for. Like, Jeff is like between like, am I a lawyer? Am I this guy? Am I just a community friend?
I think we're gonna see that, because I think nobody has everything, and I think we will see Abed's point in time where Abed will.
What the thing about Abed?
We've seen him with his dad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's flawed.
He's flawed.
No, I think he has flaws
though.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying there's gonna be moments that he's not, though. I think they'll show.
I don't think there'll ever be a place where he's not aware.
Because I feel like that's not real.
Cause I feel like he has.
He's like, and he like
Nah, he did go through it, because in that Christmas episode he went through it.
He wasn't. No. He was still aware of who he was. He was just trying to mask the fact that he was sad about.
That's not realistic. Every people not sure who they are, but there's moments you're gonna always doubt yourself and doubt who you are. That's just human nature. That's what I'm saying. Like, for me, I can't remember if they do have that, but I think they'll like how many seasons they got. They're gonna have to show him, like, he's not gonna just his whole life. Like, that doesn't.
But they have shown. Jeff has the same situations, bro.
They've had show things with Abed where he feels down and he feels sad. It's just that he doesn't show much emotion. Like, for example, the Christmas episode was a perfect example of that. Him showing
he still has that emotion though.
I feel like the closest we've ever seen to him like questioning himself is like when he had that family episode, like when his family questioned him. You seen like he had that problem like with his dad.
But they question him because of his inability to communicate like a regular.
Like person. He won't. Yeah, that's his mishap.
That's
like,
his thing is, but he's they basically his character is shown to be on the autistic spectrum. So therefore he's like that. Like,
no,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel like you don't think we got like all those seasons. You don't think him growing up it will be dope to show that a moment where he don't got. Like, I think it'll show and how he gets out of it.
I think this episode is a good example of like him showing that he doesn't have it but have it at the same time. Like he has, Jeff did all this thing to please him, right?
Yeah.
And this whole act was really to try to just discover why Jeff was acting a certain way.
Yeah, but the whole time it's like Jeff wasn't even feeling any type of way, but he was assuming he was feeling some type of way.
Exactly.
And through that, you could even realize that he actually planned the whole party.
Yeah, so that's kind of his out. That's kind of him not.
No, that's what he said too. That's why he's like, he's aware but not aware at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like with his character, I just think that like I agree with that. I just think that they're gonna develop. Like I feel like it's gonna be more development. I just feel like he's just maybe when he gets into a relationship, like there's gonna be something where I feel like we're gonna see more of ABED not being like this. Yeah, it's like how does he get out of it and get back to himself?
But I think here he kind of already did that because it's like his inability to communicate normally was what caused him to make a whole episode about showing you that I care.
But I'm saying more like I think it's gonna be more like a season though. Like this is just an episode. I think it's gonna be like he's going like that. I feel like all these characters are gonna evolve. Like we're gonna see different versions of them, and I feel like ABED is so how we say he is that they're gonna show us when he's not like. And I think for a longer period is pretty much. Like, I don't think it's gonna be an episode thing. I think it would be like a continuous. That's his dilemma.
I think that would be so weird because like I bet the one thing about him is like he don't
How
conform.
can that be weird? I
don't know. Like it would just be like put it this way.
Like I seen people that like that and then they go like a relationship is honestly something that would do that. Like that's probably like the perfect thing where it's like because you haven't seen him mostly connected to a female and thing. So that's why I brought that example up because. That's somewhere that could happen.
Like for instance, like when you say with a female. I mean, granted, he wasn't in a relationship with her, but like when him and Troy were like going after this girl, like a lot of people in general, like they will mold themselves or change certain things if they trying to
But he's not. People change themselves
the
most when they're in a relationship. Is what I'm saying.
I feel
he's not in a relationship.
I feel you, but
people don't really change. Like the most times I've seen people change is when they get in a relationship. And that's why I'm like, I think that'll be it. Because how's ABED gonna be in a? Let's say if the girl and I think that's a good character development. It's like we're growing up with ABED. He's young in college. That's why he's not like that's what I'm saying. He's not a grown man yet. He's like at that age he got himself. Yeah. But when you grow up, things change and stuff, and it's not gonna always be what you think it is.
I think the major conflict with ABED though is that he's aware of what he's doing. He just doesn't care, but he does see that it does bother people. Like, for example, this episode is one example with the whole situation with Jeff, but it was also the episode on Troy's birthday. Remember when he was talking to the dude, and the dude was gay, and he was trying to hit on him, and he addressed the dude, and he said, I know that you're trying to hit on me, I just don't care. But he still seemed kind of bothered. So I think that's what I'm saying. I think that
kind of changed his character.
Yeah, I just don't think so. Yeah. I just think that's his whole character.
I think far-fetched. Like, this is a foreshadowing of that.
I think that's ABED's conflict. Because he doesn't show emotion.
Relationship. Because I'm like, that to me, that's real. That's realistic. That's real though.
I thought that was this episode.
I haven't like one person that the whole time, like he's like 20 or 19. That's why I'm like, yo, bro, he hasn't gone through that much yet.
No, I think he'll change as a person, but I feel like
as terms of him
he's
showing
not gonna be all there. That's all I'm saying. I think that. The way they show he got it like that, I think that's why I believe it can happen. Is like they probably show it. I'm not saying he's gonna be a bum or nothing, but it would be like probably a quick period of time, like he went through a relationship, broke his, or something that way it alters him, or it could be something else that he
that's what I think. I think it's at because I said the conflict is that he doesn't care. I think that's what will change. The conflict will be he'll care a little bit more. He still won't show emotion, but he'll just care more.
Yeah, but I'm not. Yeah, but when you guys say show emotion, are you talking about like his facial structures,
like his personality?
Because he shows emotion. It's just he does it his own way.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's already had like that development that you're talking about. I feel like has already happened because we go early on. We see them. He don't care at all. Now like he'll show that he cares in his own way, which is doing these spoofs of these movies. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like we already seen that kind of development.
Because you're right on that, but Matt, I'm saying like. It's gonna be something that he's gonna have to express it a normal way.
He has to dial it back, basically. Eventually, he's gonna dial it back, and I feel like that's what this whole thing that he was acting as if he was a method actor, and that it caused a crisis in his mind that he shouldn't be making references all the time. I feel like it's alluding that there is gonna be a moment where he's gonna dial it back.
Himself.
No,
he's gonna dial it back, bro.
He's gonna dial it back. I'm saying he's gonna change. I'm saying people are not their self for moments in their life.
We thought that's what this episode was right here, but the whole time he was actually acting.
I don't think there's gonna be a moment in ABED's life that he would ever. I'm like, I ain't saying it's gonna be 2-3 years. It could be like 2-3. I'm just saying I think it's gonna be different where he's not gonna be able to express it the way he naturally expresses it. It's gonna have to go back to like regular like people. Like I feel like it could be a something like, yo, I bet it's not a movie. Like, yo, bro, just be like something. Like, I could see that happening.
Bro, we thought during the episode that's what happened. That was happening.
But that's what happened during the episode.
Conversation.
That's exactly what happened during that episode.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's not far-fetched that it could actually happen.
I think they're gonna develop more on that. What they just played here, I think for seasons on, I think they'll develop it more on. I think that's just a beginning of this is how ABED expresses itself. But in my head, I'm like, maybe in the future it's like when he can't express himself in his Abed way, where he has to not be himself and to communicate. That happens in life. That's why I'm like, that's not like something that's not realistic. That's why I'm like, at 20 years old, 25, 20, like he's not gonna be the same 20-year-old Abed.
I guess we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, human development, man. I'm just saying. I think he's gonna grow. He's gonna go through challenges. That's it.
You can't talk to everybody the same way, bro.
You can't just be. That's not realistic in life. You can't be like. Trust me, I'm somebody that tried to, and it doesn't work when you're just the way you are with everyone. Like you could be yourself, but being yourself is not. To communicate with people, sometimes you can't be. You have to find a fine line or something. And I feel like
most people do that.
You've done sales. If you do sales, you can't even talk to everybody.
I think most people do that. That's like he hasn't gotten it,
and that's why it could happen with him.
I think that's the only problem I have about that, because I feel like even him communicating with the movies and stuff, I just feel like, yo, bro, it's the time you're gonna have to grow up out of that shit, bro. Like you gonna have to communicate. Like that's cool for now, but it's gonna be at some point in time where you're not gonna be able to communicate that bad way.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, because I'm in life, I'm like, imagine you had a friend that every time he was like, yo, bro, sometimes you be like, yo, bro, chill out. Like, just.
That's what Jeff was like.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I feel like they're going to develop, because it's going to be somebody that, maybe a girl that is like, yo, I bet this is how I really stop doing that. Like, and it's going to be like, yo, how does he, well, he can't be in the movie. Like, I feel like he's going to get out of character, and that's going to be fire. Like, it'll be like, I bet not in that. For a moment, not for a whole thing, but I think that would be
he breaks
like,
character.
Yeah, like he literally breaks character. I think that would be a fun, for his character, how he's so Abed. I think that's why I'll be fine, because he's so Abed. It's like, imagine when he can't. Like, what do you do in life when you can't? You have to break out of what you're comfortable with communicating.
I guess we'll see, man. The rest of the community, man. I love Abed's character now, so I hope he doesn't change. But we'll see how that works, man. I think. Jeff had a tough episode, man, because he actually fell for the gag, man. He was like, damn, bro. Like, yo, I really thought Abed had completely changed. And at the end of the day, I think even at the end of this episode, he's like, damn, I kind of do hope he doesn't change. Because for a minute there, it made Jeff open up. Jeff opened up more than he probably ever did with Abed. Mm-hmm. So, this show's great, man. I think it's super complex.
But doesn't that also show... I bet could have just had a real conversation with him.
He absolutely could.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I say it's two ways of looking at it. Because you look, I'm looking at it like, yo, bro, you could have. Why don't you just really try to have regular combo? Like you could have. You didn't have to do any of that. You could have just had a regular combo with Jeff.
But you see that's how his mind works.
But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you're gonna have to. That's what I'm trying to say.
But that's not. But I feel like they're confusing that. I bet it's like that because of the way that he is. Like I feel like he actually is autistic in this show. And I think it's not really just like a choice that he's masking. I think that's just the way he is. So for him to change like the...
But at that age, I feel you, but I feel like...
I don't think that's really an age thing. I think just the way he communicates as a person.
So you think somebody...
I don't know, but you're assuming that. I don't know.
I feel like they've been hinting at...
This thing about you at 20, this thing about you at... Even if you have that autistic, you at 20 still not going to be you at 25 It's not. You're gonna be some. That's what I'm saying. For him to be the exact. That's what I'm like. That's crazy, kind of. He never.
Like I said,
he could evolve. He could evolve.
I think he's already evolved. I think he's already evolved, and what you're saying is already happening. And the way he's doing, he was able to have a real conversation.
But you don't think it'd be
Jeff,
more?
But through his own way of communication. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying I just think it's gonna be more of that. You're saying you guys be saying you don't think it is. You think this is
that's what I'm saying. You guys are saying he's gonna break characters. One day he's gonna be like, not better.
Joe, you just said he did though. You just said he did it right now.
No, I'm saying he's communicating his own way. Like he had a in order to
you just said he evolved.
I said he evolved, but not in the way that you're saying. You're saying one day he's gonna
I'm not saying any way.
And like
no, I'm not saying that. I'm just giving options. I don't know exactly how. But I'm just saying, y'all saying the exact. I'm like, yo, I don't think he's gonna be that. I think there'll be something, and I was just giving some guesses, but I just think he's gonna evolve from that version of it. I don't think it's just gonna stay
and
like
to be honest,
that.
I think he's had real conversations with people a lot of times in the show. Like this is not his first real conversation.
Now he has it in a certain way though. He doesn't just have it direct. That's what I'm saying.
So you think eventually he's gonna change to that then? Because I
feel like I don't think. I think. For communicate, because you keep saying to change to that. I'm saying, yo, to get something across for one person.
How do you mean though? Because then I need to understand how you mean. He's going to communicate.
I'm saying he's going to have multiple ways of communicating, meaning there's going to be times he can still communicate his way, and there's going to be ways, let me find a way to communicate with people a little differently. That's all I'm saying. He's going to have more, he's going to be more equipped with communicating with people, meaning he could do his way, you know what, let me try talking direct. That's what I'm saying. I think when he's the later episodes, he's gonna have different forms of dialogue. I'm not saying he's just gonna chalk his dialogue. I'm just saying he's not gonna just have that same. I think he's gonna have multiple dialogues. And we're like, yo, remember, I bet could be serious. I bet could be the same one. I bet he's evolving. He's growing. And I'm like, at 20, that makes sense why he act like. But I'm like, at 25, I think he's gonna have more life experiences where he's not gonna act like that. He's gonna evolve from just that. It's gonna have multiple versions.
Yeah, it's like Annie's not as like the innocent Annie that she was in the beginning of the show. It's like that's why it's like it's weird that like it's been like Ev's like, yo, I don't want him to have any evolution. Like, in my head, I'm like I'm gonna put a cap on Abed's character.
I don't think
you just said I don't want him to change at all.
To be himself.
He can still be himself and evolve.
But I think he already has though. Like he's much better.
So you evolved at 20. There's no more.
There's a bigger difference, bro.
I took it as you guys are trying to say like the Abed that we know is not gonna be Abed. That's how I took it.
No, I just said that he's gonna have.
If you're saying
he's gonna have a moment where he's gonna like have a conversation with a person where he can't just rely on a movie reference.
No, but he does. But he does have conversations. Like regardless of how you feel, because he don't really accept.
And I don't
really.
And I don't think every conversation he's had like is a
majority of that. Bro, literally the whole thing that we even watch right now is that he was a main character that dropped all that shit.
No, but he's done it.
That's what I'm saying.
Also,
he literally said that.
They showed him to say his whole character is only that, and I don't think that's the truth.
No, that's what the whole play on this episode was. That
the majority of his character is based on that. That's how.
Yes,
that's what you guys even like about it.
Exactly.
You guys just said that he stays himself. He's himself. He's the only one in the show. That's what I'm saying. They play off that. He's rapping into and stuff. But I'm saying he's gonna evolve. It's not gonna just be that only version.
You're saying
of himself.
at certain times he'll feel unsure about himself.
Yes, I'm saying he's gonna have to express it in a different way. At 20 years old, I don't think he got it all together where he just, because my whole point is like, I've known you since you were younger. You're still Joel since then, but I'm saying you evolved though. You're just a different version of that. You still Joel though. You still have the same essence that you had it, but you evolved it and you have different ways of communicating it, but you still have your essence and some stuff stayed the same. I'm just saying I think he's gonna be less socially awkward, pretty much what I'm saying.
I don't think that. That's what I'm saying.
But becoming an adult, that's why I'm like, because you're gonna like, he's gonna be more socially, less socially awkward than that. There, I'm not gonna say he's not gonna be socially awkward. He's not gonna be as socially awkward. There is what I'm saying.
6 seasons. It's impossible that he's not gonna
just be that.
I can't say that.
That's what I'm like. That's not human.
I can't say that.
No, that's what I'm saying. 6 seasons.
Let's just be logical. Humans don't. That's just human nature, bro. That's what I'm like. Y'all make it seem like I'm like, bro, that's just human.
Yeah.
I'm just.
I've watched so many shows where people evolve. Like Walter White evolves a whole different person.
So he's gonna be, bro. There's people that are still socially awkward, but they're different social awkward getting older. Sometimes, like that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a different version or more. He's gonna get a better way of communicating his social awkwardness to people. Is what I'm saying.
Another thing that you said was
if he really knows himself, that would happen. And based on what y'all saying, if I know myself, me growing up, I'll learn how to express myself in different ways. The way y'all saying he knows himself.
Not if it works.
Hold on, wait. But another thing that you said, because you said maybe it might be a girl too, which I don't fully agree with, because he fully didn't want to rock with a girl because she thought he was weird. And he was okay with it. She's like, all right.
Yes, at 20. I'm like, at 25. That's why I'm like, he's going to get, I ain't saying that. I'm saying at 5, all these seasons, he's going to get older. And I'm like, that's like watching someone grow up. That's why I'm like, yo.
There's a lot of seasons. Like, I can expect that he's going to have moments.
I'm not saying he's not going to be Abed. I'm just saying, yo, bro, he's going to be, his social awkwardness is going to be, like, if we're comparing to like power levels, I'm basically saying if he's like KO Ken, he's going to be Super Saiyan of that. Meaning he's gonna be a way better version of his awkwardness older, which will be more easy to express to people. He'll still be awkward.
I would view that as he's just more Abed. I feel like
evolution.
I wouldn't say that he was gonna break character like y'all guys referenced. I don't think that would be.
No, he's evolving. He's evolving his character. Okay. That's why I'm saying he's evolving. I'm like, yo, I don't think we're just gonna get one dimension. I think that's the best way I could just leave it at. I don't think we're just gonna get that one dimension on Abed. From all these seasons, I think they're gonna evolve this character and we're gonna see different, and it can still be playing in the awkwardness, but there will be different dimensions of Abed's character, I feel like.
Okay. Well, keep it here to find out with us, and we'll see what happens with Abed's character going forward. At the end of the day, there's a lot of great characters in the community. What's your favorite character in the community up to this part? Let us know down in the comments right now. If it's your first time here, definitely won't be your last. Make sure you kill, murder, and smash that subscribe button, man. I go by the name of DC.
It's Man the Myth, the Maniac, _RT.
Patricrt.
It's your boy Wells.
It's your boy Robcityrt.
And that settles it at the round table.